I have to buy it now. So I try to use that to my advantage as a seller, so you're more likely to make a sale. Hi everyone, welcome or welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Jamie and I post blogs, lifestyle and finance videos here on my channel every Sunday. So I recently posted a video all about shopping secondhand, and today I am very excited to be sharing my tips on selling secondhand and making that extra cash online. I've definitely made decent cash just after my decluttering sessions and selling things online. I want to begin by first thanking today's sponsor, Poshmark. Oh my god. So if you've been around on my channel for a while now, you will immediately know that this is such an exciting collaboration for me. I have been watching all of these YouTubers talk about Poshmark for years, and I was just waiting for them to launch in Australia. So I am so stoked that Poshmark has landed in Australia and that I have this opportunity to share Poshmark with you. Poshmark is such an easy way to buy and sell your secondhand items, including fashion, home decor, and new makeup. It's really easy to download and use the app. I've gone through major decluttering sessions recently since I've been in lockdown, and I've had all of the time in the world to get organized. So you can definitely check out the progress that I've made on the app and check out my listings and my closet. So I'm at Sunday's W Jamie over there, so you might even end up purchasing from me, who knows. So for example, I have these leggings that I bought years ago. They're still in great condition, but they're just not my style, and they've always been a bit long anyway. I also have this scarf on my Poshmark closet. I really love the color of it. I love the sage action right now. It's like my new favorite color, but I have not worn this in years. I also have this Forever New dress that I wore once years ago. It's still in great condition. And I also have another Forever New dress that I wore years and years ago, and I really like the color. It fits really well, but again, I think my style has just evolved a little bit since I wore this. And it also comes with this little belt. So that was just a sneak peek into my Poshmark closet and some of the items that I've listed on the app. So I'm just gonna go on the app with you and show you the kind of listings that you can find. So for example, they have Beck and Bridge. Those pieces are not cheap. They have Mecca, Glaçons, Patagonia, Kukai, Universal, Princess Polly, Levi's, Lululemon. Oh my god, there's a lot. All Poshmark orders are shipped using Sendle at a flat rate of $10, and the buyer is the one who pays for the shipping. You can download Poshmark in Australia now, the US, Canada, and India. So if you're at all interested, please use the link in my description box below to download the app and shop from my closet or from your favorite brands. So my first tip for selling secondhand is to include an informative description. I think there are a lot of buyers out there who will scroll, find a listing, but it has no information. And because it has no information, they don't want to make the effort to reach out and make all of those inquiries. I think it's a good idea to include the price, size, condition, and brand of the item that you're selling. I think if you're including that information up front, you're also filtering out all the people who are not serious buyers, and you are saving yourself so much time and energy because you don't have to do the back and forth and drip feed the information like, yes, it's a size 8. Yep, it's in good condition. Yep, it's from this brand. Just have it all out there so the people who are messaging you, they're in it, they're interested in that item, and it ticks all of their requirements. I also think it's a good idea because it boosts the likelihood of your listing appearing in relevant searches just because you've included more informative content in your description, so you're more likely to make a sale. When you're selling items, think about that good lighting. Try to take your photo with a clear background so it's less distracting, and also think about your angles. I know this sounds really basic, but I've seen a lot of listings where it's just one photo and it's just one photo of the front of the clothing item and you don't know what's happening in the back. It kind of reminds me of, you know, when Forever 21 sold those jackets where it was really nice in the front and you're like, wow, that actually looks really nice. And then on the back it says something super cheesy like rock and roll or your smile is $1 million. I don't know. I don't know. Live, laugh, love. Those cheesy ass quotes are always like hiding in the back. So make sure you get those angles. And if the item that you're selling is still on the original store website, I would also include screenshots because obviously they're professional photos. They are looking their best. But the only thing that I would say is that I would encourage you to have a mixture of photos that you took and the screenshots, or just photos that you took, because personally I do not trust listings where I only see screenshots from the website and I don't actually see the real item, because I'm really skeptical and I'm thinking, oh, maybe there's like a rip or a tear or a massive stain on the actual item, and that's why they're not showing any photos that they took. Maybe that's just a reflection of how skeptical I can be, but we're dealing with people on the internet, so you never know. Another tip if you're selling clothes online is to steam that garment or iron it. And this is really a tip for myself. I don't even own an iron, but I do have a very trusty steamer, and I don't really enjoy steaming, but I know that clothes look much worse in photos when it's all creased and crinkled. So it's better to just make that little effort now and increase your likelihood of making a sale. Another tip is to include the extra details that are very inviting in the description. So for example, if you're selling something that's never been worn or the tags are still on, highlight that. Because for example, if I see an item with the tag still on, I'm like, wow, this is such a good deal. I'm getting something brand new at the fraction of a price, and I'm more likely to buy that item. Or for example, if you're selling something that was originally from a really expensive brand, highlight that as well. Also, if the item is in perfect condition, I would highlight that as well. Even if you've worn it once or twice, if you've taken care of the garment, that should factor in how much you're selling it for. And it's definitely a quality that is more tempting for a buyer. Another tip I have is to be transparent about any issues. So by this I mean, if you have an item where, for example, a button is missing or there's a tiny little tear, I would just highlight that in the description. I just wouldn't want to deal with an unhappy customer who has bought from you and is now sending you angry messages about how it doesn't match the listing description. I just think you're saving yourself from a headache and that back and forth where you're trying to like argue about an item and telling them to accept it, etc., etc. And it's also not just about faulty issues. So for example, if you bought an item that you were really excited about, but you were disappointed because the sizing ran really small. So for example, if you're buying a size 8 but it fits more like a size 6, I would chuck that in the description as well, because again, it saves someone else from being disappointed as well. But there are also people who are looking for that size 6 and would be so happy to find your listing. So yeah, this is just me trying to save your time and your energy, and I would suggest just being transparent and putting up those issues up front. Another tip that I have, and this might be my favorite tip in the video, is to set the price of your item a bit more than what you're actually willing to sell for. So for example, if I'm selling a dress where I'm very happy to receive 20 bucks, I'm not gonna put it at 20 bucks. I'm gonna put it at like $30. And then I'll see if anyone's biting, if anyone's willing to buy it for 30 bucks. And I'm like, yes, that's an extra $10, you know? But if no one sells it, then I can just mark it down. It's that mentality of having a further discount. So that's why, I mean, you see stores going crazy and advertising, you know, further reductions, take another 50% off, or take a further 20% off all sale items. And so many stores do that because it works. It plays on that mentality of like, oh my god, I gotta get that extra deal. It's an even better discount than I thought. So for example, if you're on Poshmark, you know you're already getting a better deal than retail, but then you see someone striking down their price, you're like, well, I have to buy it now. I mean, it can't get cheaper than that. So I try to use that to my advantage as a seller and just set the original price at something higher than what I'm willing to sell it for, and just mark it down if no one's biting and some time has passed and I'm just looking to make the sale. So that is a wrap on all of my tips for selling secondhand. If you enjoyed this video, I think you'll enjoy my video where I share my tips on buying secondhand. I will link it in the cards above. And I just want to say a big final thank you again to Poshmark. I'm still pinching myself over this collaboration, and I'm just so excited that I can share this with you guys. So if you're interested in downloading the app or checking out my closet, please don't forget to use the link in my description box below. You can download the Poshmark app in Australia, Canada, US, and India. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really appreciate every single one of you. I hope you have a great week, and I will see you next Sunday. Bye!